Altrincham, of course, coming here a National League side. Are you kind of looking at it as seeing one side being a favourite over the other, or does it feel like a pretty even contest to you?
It's a good opportunity again for us to test ourselves. I really liked Alti when we played against them home and away a couple of years back when they got promoted. They've got a real clear identity. They play good football through the thirds, but also they've normally got a big target man, so they can play both sides of the game. But I've watched them in the last 2 or 3 games. They've played really well. They've been in the wrong end of the results, but ultimately I think they've had a few injuries and COVID issues. But regardless, I'm expecting a very good team to turn up on Saturday.
And obviously they've got a few similar faces from when they're in the National League North, the manager as well. So will there be any sort of similarities to when you played them here at their place a season or 2 ago, do you feel, or is it maybe a bit of a different kind of encounter now that they've stepped over level since then?
Yeah, I feel it will be a different encounter in terms of they've still got a lot of new faces. The way they play football, I think, is adapted and evolved. I believe when we played here, we played a low block and we wanted to be compact and congested and were tactical in our pressing. But ultimately, they've established themselves in the last couple of years, and they've just slipped out of the playoffs at the minute. But they're a very good National League team now, and all credit to them. Like I say, I really do like teams that come with a clear identity and play the way they believe football should be played.
And do you feel it'll be a different sort of cup encounter to the last couple you've played? Obviously, you've had Bradford first in the same league as yourselves, and then Runcorn and Mask a couple of leagues below. So do you feel it maybe be a different kind of test as opposed to those 2 recent ones?
I think every game is a different type of test. It's a different puzzle to solve. But ultimately, we know that our blueprint, we've got to be competitive on the ball and off the ball, and we've got to make sure that we're effective in both boxes, which we felt on Saturday. We're a little bit loose. We lacked that final touch and the conviction that we've shown all season, to be honest, with the boys. So yeah, it's going to be, for every department, it's going to be a real good test, but one that we're relishing.
And do you treat sort of cup fixtures any differently really to league fixtures in your mind?
Not really. Obviously, it's knockout, so we were going to approach it, but we approach every game as though we want to win the game. So we look at the way we set up, how we can hurt teams, how we can move the ball, the areas, the patterns. The process is very similar in nature, but ultimately we go about our business in the best way that we believe we can win the game, and that's the same for League and Cup.
And in terms of the competition itself, obviously it means a lot to non-league clubs. Well, the financial aspect of it when you're going through the rounds, but has the value kind of changed for you over the years? Obviously coming in the 3rd round with Premier League clubs, obviously to now going through the qualifying rounds, getting to the first round stage is almost an achievement in itself. It
is, yeah. I think I've never really personally had a good run in the FA Cup, and I believe that coming through the qualifying rounds, financially it means a lot, but ultimately it's about us breeding that winning mentality and making sure that the big tests that we all enjoy, why we play the game, we face it full on, and we go toe to toe with a very good established National League team.